Okay, so our goal here today with the solver is to get used to using the solver or use the solver in other cases outside of just the topic we're studying here. So I'm going to say let's find the area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is length times width. Now the solver requires us to have one of these sides be 0. So the simplest way to do that is to say I'm going to gather this and move it to the other side and leave 0 on this side. And the way I move something to the other side, just that entire quantity, is to subtract it. So I'm going to say area minus the quantity length times width. Parentheses, very important here. We don't want to just minus L or minus W. We want to minus the entire right side is equal to 0. And now this is something we can actually put in the solver and use. We'll do that here now. Okay, so I go to the solver, which is found again under math and down towards the bottom. And if there is something in here, we want to clear it out. And now I'm going to put in the formula A by typing alpha A minus parentheses alpha L times alpha W. And that's how the solver needs to be because it says it has to be equal to 0. When I arrow down, I have 3, and I'm just going to make these probably what you see the first time. I have 3 variables, A, L, and W, area, length, and width. Well, just like normal, if you want to find the area when you know, let's say the length is 5 and the width is 6, and you go to solve for area, it says, oh yeah, length times width, 5 times 6 is 30. But the cool thing is we can also say the area, let's say the area is 100, and the length is 5. What does the width have to be? We'll move the cursor to width and say alpha solve. The width has to be 20 to create an area of 100. So now we have the ability with the solver to solve for any of the variables in that formula. Okay? I'm not saying it replaces what you should do, but it's just kind of cool that the solver does the math behind the scenes. And we're going to kind of use it to get some of these answers off this review sheet as well. Okay, so we're going to use the solver to solve a question about intensity and decibels. So we're going to clear that out of the solver. It says that B equals 10 log I over 10 to the negative 12th. So we just got to type that guy as alpha B minus 10 log, which is found 4 keys up from the on or right close there. Log of, whoops, don't need to have a duplicate there, of alpha I divided by 10 raised to the negative, make sure you use the negative key, not the minus key, negative 12th. Okay, close that parenthesis. It would probably be best if you contain the entire right side. This time we're probably okay because there's just one term, but the entire right side in parentheses. So I might even want to put B minus an open parenthesis there, okay? We'd probably be okay on this one without it. I'm not 100% sure. It just looks like one term to me. So anyway, we'll arrow down, and we've got a B and we've got an I. So let me move my screen here. It says, what is the number of decimal B when the intensity I is 0.0000346? So it looks like we could go to I and make it 0.0000346 and then solve on the B. 75 decibels is the rating for that intensity. Okay? And then for part B, it says what is the intensity when the decibel is 72? Be cautious, sometimes these go to scientific notation and you need to scroll all the way to the right to be sure you understand your answer completely. Okay, so let's go to the intensity when the decibels is 72. So change the decibels to 72 and solve for intensity. And as noted here, see it says scroll way to the right so you understand your answer. It's 1.58, or is it? It is 1.58 e to the negative 5th. So it means 0.0000, I think that's 4 zeros, 158. Okay, but be sure you go all the way over here so that you fully understand your answer is in scientific notation. Alrighty.